Living the gay lifestyle with a Christian understanding. My name is Marty, and I'm coming to you today because I want to know where that lands with you, or what your thought is about that. Let me give you a story. I was in kindergarten, sat behind this young man every day. And sitting behind him every day, I grew this utter attraction for him. He was a little light-skinned fellow. He had curly hair, and it just was something about him that drew me to him. I mean, out of all the other people in the classroom, and he just so happened to be the grandson of the teacher that we were in class with, and loved her as well. It was something about this young man that didn't know at the time what it was, but I eventually now to know today that it was an attraction that I had for him. That told me, or tells me today, it signifies to me that my living the gay lifestyle that I'm in today, that I am so very proud of and proud to be a part of, it came from somewhere. It did not come from me being molested by anyone. I wasn't touched or in the wrong way. I wasn't fondled or any of those things. However, some people do struggle with that. Some people have been through those processes, and then as well have to identify themselves as time goes along, if that is something that is truly a part of them. And knowing today who I am, I can look back as far as that and say, you know what, this did not start because of a choice. However, some may have difference of opinion when it comes to that. I do know that growing up from there and yet being kind of rebellious, being yet in the church, being very active in the church, choir director, part musician when it comes to playing the tambourine. I'm a tambourine player. So it comes down to that. I know that I was always looked at as being the go-to, the leader, the person that had the creativity within our group, and most people really wanted to be on my team. Also dealing with the fact that I was very well knit with my ministry and have been for a long time. And my then founding pastor, he took me under his wing because him and my father were close in ministry, and he took me under his wing, and doing so, he knew that was something different about me, and I thank God to this day, of course, that he did so. God knows where I'd be today without it. However, in him doing that, it sheltered me. It gave me the ability to learn ministry, whether it was from the pulpit standpoint or from the pew standpoint. No matter how different I was, no one tells you or nothing tells you who your heart is going to love. He learned that through me, and also learned through him that God loves everyone. With those two understandings, both of those concepts, encompassing the motivation for love. Love sees above all. Love knows all. Love covers a multitude of sin. In that, I have grown the understanding, or I've cultivated the understanding in me reading my word, and me getting into or living the life that I live each day, that love is the underlying key for all of these things that we deal with, all of the sin, all of the recognizing if we're gay or if we're straight. Everything is underlined, is signified in a Christian or spiritual walk by love. And that understanding today has kind of come through a very long relationship that I had part of, 14 and a half years actually, that I had with my now ex-partner, and love him to this day. But I knew that there was a greater calling in my life, and in dealing with a number of different things, and we will be covering those issues, whether it be sexual addiction, whether it be substance abuse, whether it be alcoholism. I want to cover those issues with you because I want to find out what really makes you work or makes you tick, and then also what we can do to get you from the stage of despair to knowing that there is hope. There's no place for us to dwell. in God's kingdom, in a spiritual kingdom of any kind, any sort, there's no place for us to dwell in on disparity or as if there's no hope. There's ever more hope. If you're living, if you're able to breathe the breath of life each day, there is hope for you. Do you believe that being gay is a choice? Do you believe it is a way of life, something that you can change at the drop of a hat or take a pill for? Or finally, do you believe that this is how you were born? Is this something that God has given you the ability to be different from others? And that's just who you are. And I want to know what your opinion is about that. And always, please always remember that absolutely, positively nothing surprises me. So hit me up today. And until then, be blessed.